Joe Mazzulla, head coach of the Boston Celtics, despite shooting 58% from the field, they lose game one at home by 4.
Horford on an island guarding Harden on that last play. I mean, he seemed to be hot. He was hitting his three. And did you not think of doubling him, or what happened on that last play when Harden hit the three?
I mean, Al's one of our best defenders, has been all year. He made a big shot.
And what was the final play to be on offense for Jason?
It was just a read. It was dependent upon the matchup. They switched their matchup, and so it was just a read, and Smart tried to make a play at the end.
And just it seemed like the offense was disjointed in the last few minutes. The execution wasn't there. Turnovers. Brogdon throws the ball to Maxey. What happened in the last 5 minutes?
I think their zone gave us some stagnant, just figuring out where they were man, where they were zone. And then our spacing was off tilter a little bit, and I thought we passed up some open shots.
And how disappointing is it to lose without the potential MVP, and now they strike first in the series and win on the road?
It's disappointing to lose in general, but we have opportunities to bounce back.
Joe, they kind of did everything pretty much you said that they would be able to do, playing smaller, more aggressive, quicker. What is it about just, I guess, the level at this point in the playoffs that you can expect what's coming and still not be able to beat it?
I mean, I thought they executed pretty well. We were up 4 with, however, I forgot how much time was left in. So anytime it comes down to just the last few possessions of execution. So I thought we did a good job throughout the game executing our game plan.
And then when they were blitzing at the end, do you feel like you guys had the idea of how to space to be able to get out of it easily and make sure?
Yes.
Sure, you guys were shooting like 90-something% in the last minute of the first quarter. Even what did you feel like? Obviously, that's not sustainable. But what did you feel like you were seeing then that maybe got away in terms of getting layups and that attacking mentality?
Just our pace, and then we were getting spaced really quickly, and kind of just reading the cross matches and driving the ball and just making the right play.
And Jalen was a big part of that first quarter. I think he only had 2 shots over the final 3 quarters. Is that just something they were doing to take him out, or the things you guys need to do to free him up?
I got to be better than that.
What can you do in that situation?
Just certain play callings, get our spacing right. That's an area I'll definitely get better at.
Joe, one of the things that kind of kept the game close early on when you guys were trying to pull ahead was D'Anthony Melton, Tyrese Maxey. What led to the other guys from Philly getting going?
Yeah, I mean that's the catch. That's what you do on Harden is you want to try to throw an extra guy at him, or I called one in the first half and gave an open 3 to Niang, and then we did it at the end of the quarter and gave an open 3 to Harris. And so their spacing was really good, and when they play small, they have shooters, and it puts you in a bind. Are you going to be shifted off of them? And in the first half, we were shifted a little bit more and gave some catch and shoot shots to their role guys that credit to them, they knocked down.
Are those shots that you were willing to just live with? Or?
I mean, it's hard because then we didn't double at the end, and Harden hit one. So hindsight is always 20/20, but. I thought we adjusted well, and I thought they made plays, and we didn't.
Joe, by the numbers defensively, that was your second worst defensive performance, efficiency-wise, of the year. They made shots there, but what, in terms of adjustments, or what can you guys do there to kind of take those shots away, whether it's from Harden or their supporting cast?
Yeah, I think what would they get? I have to go back and watch, but I think some of the tendency stuff, I think Maxey got 8 points on his right hand in the third quarter. We just have to do a good job of showing help, being shifted, and getting back, guarding their role guys better, especially in the second unit, whether it's, Melton or Niang not giving them open looks.
Generally speaking, how do you feel you reacted to not having Embiid in there on the offensive side of things? You outscored them heavily in the paint. So what was the difference there in terms of execution?
Their zone a little bit, and then just our spacing at times.
And just what did you see from Harden overall, and was that type of performance, kind of expected given Embiid out of the lineup and having to step up?
Yeah, he played well, made shots.
Joe, the turnovers, it seemed like a lot of self-induced turnovers. why and what happened, and how can you clean those up?
They come from, I got to be better at play calling and getting us into our spacing quicker. So it's from that. And then just, I think at times we were caught in between a 2-on-1 where we could have shot it and got a good look, but tried to get a great look. And sometimes you just, in situations like that where they're scrambling, you just can't pass up good looks. So it's a little bit on me, and then it's a little bit of just, we got to have the freedom to just shoot the ball, knock down open shots.
Joe, historically, these guys against the zone have a tendency to just try to shoot over the top of it. You got one play where Horford got to the middle and Smart had the backdoor cut for an easy basket. Is that something that you just need to emphasize when they go to zone to try to get the ball into the middle, or
We only shot 26 threes, so I don't know if that's the best way to go about it. So I think it's a matter of just staying spaced, making quick decisions, and reading the game. I don't think 26 threes is a recipe for our success as a team.
So going back to switching versus doubling, this team for years has been switching, and there's been a whole kind of guard-to-guard mentality. So I guess is not doubling and going for that just kind of ingrained into who you guys are, and that's why you want to lean into that?
We doubled in the first half, and they got 6 points off double teams on Harden. And so hindsight's always 20/20. If we didn't double them, it would have been great defense. If we did double them and they hit a shot, it would have been why'd we double them? And so we doubled twice in the first half on my call, and they scored both times on it.
Here from the Bearded One, and